member is everybody's favorite white guy, Ryan Meyer. Well, I got it. That's me, all of your favorite white guys, I think. Or I'm just one white guy, but I'm the favorite, right? That's what Caleb said. Anyways, so I've been working on myself, or I've been trying to work on myself a lot lately. Not succeeding, but I've been trying, you know. And I'm going into teaching, so I figure out one of the best ways that I can better myself is to just kind of figure out, you know, where my biases are and whatnot. And so I learned about this implicit bias test that Harvard has when it comes to like race. And so as I was taking the test, I was a little skeptical about it, and I'm going through the methods of the test, and I realized I don't really trust this test once I got my results. Like, how are they going to tell me I'm only 72% racist? Like, that's only a C. I'm way better than that, right? Like, I come from a long line of racism in my family. And when they find out that I'm only 72% racist at the family reunions, they are going to be livid. Probably not at me, probably at some ethnic minority, but still. But who are really, I get that it's Harvard and whatnot, and, you know, Harvard's a school, pretty good school from the sound of it, but who are they to tell me, like, where bias is? Because just 2 years ago, they had a lawsuit against them for discriminating against Asian Americans. And before that, they had a lawsuit against them for denying LGBTQ students' rights. That's right. Harvard was the Newman Center before it was cool. You guys like that one, huh? I guess they don't call us the Harvard of the Midwest for nothing. Yeah, 2 for 2. Woo! But when it comes to oppressed groups of people, I always think that I don't understand what was funny there. I'm being serious. This is my serious face. Are we okay? I'm still here laughing. Okay, serious topic. You guys ready? Okay. So when it comes to oppressed group of people, I really think that nobody has it worse than women. Women are constantly, like, consistently oppressed against and have been throughout the entirety of American, not just American history, but just history in general. Like, in this country, women didn't get the right to vote until after World War I. That's the 19th Amendment. We only have like 27 of those, and they took till 19 so women could vote. On top of this, they're consistently paid less than their male coworkers for doing the same job. And women have to pay more for basic necessity health products. But you know what? Not any of that is as worse, in my opinion, as women's clothing not having pockets. Yes! Pockets are a God blessing, and women's clothing don't have any pockets, except for when they do have pockets, they're even smaller than my dick. Basically non-existent. But really, pockets are the best thing about being a male, is because my pockets are so deep that whenever I'm just in the mood, I can just pull out a snack, because I'm hungry. Would anybody like a mandarin orange? Yes. Do not eat that in here, respect the planetarium. That being said, would anybody like a mandarin orange? Would anybody else like a mandarin orange? You two over there. Would you like some mandarin oranges? You, sir? You, madam? Would anybody else like a mandarin orange? You back there. You, sir, I have a question for you. How's your day going? Pretty swell. Would you like a mandarin orange? Would anybody else like a mandarin orange? You can't catch. Would anybody else like a mandarin orange? Nobody. Nobody here wants a mandarin. You're way in the back. Almost a good catch. Would anybody else like a mandarin orange? These pockets are deep, I'm telling you. Here, you, sir, you take that. Anyways, so, past couple days, we've had a blood drive going here on campus, right? I strongly suggest all of you out and go donate your blood, because it's one of the best things you can do. I do it as often as possible. Not because I care about you guys, but it's more so that I just need the good karma. Finals are going to be coming up soon. I'm really banking on my professors rounding up my 47 to about a 91. That's not too greedy, is it? I was originally thinking 95, but I didn't want to step on their shoes too much. But anyways, back to the point. While donating blood, I've noticed they make you fill out this long-ass questionnaire, and there's a bunch of questions about sex, right? The whole thing's like 50 questions, and all the questions are just like, have you had sex with anybody with AIDS in the past 6 months? Have you had sex outside the country in the past 6 months? Or have you had sex with anybody with AIDS outside the country in the past 6 months? And really, can't there just be like an I'm a virgin option? Yeah. Or like, this guy gets it. Like an I'm a loser option. This guy gets it.
Actually,
or like, maybe I spent too many time playing video games during like my development phase to really make connections with people to establish like a longing relationship that could one day lead to a consensual sexual relationship kind of action. Because it'd be like, boom, check that box. 45 of the questions gone like that. It'd save me like 10 minutes. In reality, that's better than sex ever will be, right? No, I'm really asking, right? I honestly don't know. Would anybody like a mandarin orange? You take that. Anyways, who out here is in a relationship? Just show of hands. Show of hands. You, sir, in the white back there. Ooh, together. How do you feel about her parents?
They're pretty nice.
They're pretty nice,
Yeah,
really.
they're very cute.
Oh, I have
Family's
had,
cute.
unlike you, I've had bad experiences with my girlfriend's parents.
Oh, well.
The first time I met them, her dad was just doing his absolute best to make me look as terrible as humanly possible, which I feel like is a normal thing. So anyways, we're sitting down at this restaurant, and we're just talking about stuff, whatnot. I'm not talking too much, because I'm not into hunting what they're talking about. And then, but we start talking about space, and more specifically, we start talking about the moon landing. And he asked me, isn't it crazy that some people think that the moon landing was faked? And I'm like, yeah, I know. That's ridiculous, right? And he just looks at me, why is that ridiculous? What the fuck? He's like, why is that ridiculous? Well, you don't think other people are allowed to have different opinions than you? You don't think like that's the way it should be? People can have their own opinions. They feel free to speak freely about them in public about them. You don't believe in the First Amendment? You don't like free speech? Do you hate America, Ryan? Is that what the problem is? You're not a fan of America? I can't believe my daughter is dating you right now. And I'm just sitting there the entire, this goes on for like 10 minutes. And I'm just sitting there the entire time like, dude, I'm just trying to get some pussy, man. Yeah. So I'm glad you have a good relationship with her parents, at least. The end of the semester is coming up, and because of this, I'm sure some of you guys have burnout. I have a lot of burnout myself, and so I'm going to share you some of the most inspirational quotes that are from my favorite American presidents and vice presidents throughout history. These are all factual, by the way. Facts are stupid things. Ronald Reagan. A zebra does not change its spots. Al Gore. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. Joe Biden. Not often is it asked enough. Is our children learning? George W. Bush. I have opinions of my own, strong opinions, but I don't always agree with them. George W. Bush. During my service in the United States Congress, I took initiative in creating the internet. Al Gore. The problem with the French is that they don't have a word for entrepreneur.
That's a French word.
Thank you, Jade. French person, French word. You're the best. George W. Bush. I have now been to 57 states. I think I have one left to go. Barack Obama. I know that human beings and fish can coexist peacefully. George W. Bush. And so whenever I'm feeling like an idiot or just a dumbass, it may just be I have a very promising career in politics. And so that's pretty close to all I have. But Since I'm towards the end of my set, something I like to do every here and there is I like to let the audience ask some questions of me, and I'll try to answer them or just completely ignore you if I don't like them. So please, if anybody has any questions that they'd like to ask of me other than you, please raise your hand. You, sir, in the red shirt, jacket, mask. Get up.
Mandarin orange?
Can you have a Mandarin orange?
Yeah.
Of course you can have a Mandarin orange. There you are, sir. You in the back.
Would you like a mandarin orange?
How did I get so handsome? One of the many questions that science is still not able to answer. Anybody else? No? Well, can I ask anybody in the audience a question? You, sir. Can I ask you a question?
No.
Have a Mandarin orange. Thank you very much, guys.